First, the term is very bizarre because everything is data, therefore everything is digitized to start with. But that aside, the data that I'm looking at for now is what we were discussing at the seminar, at the symposium earlier today, is the data about the health of the systems, for instance, the usage of that systems, the normal operations, all the parameters that would baseline normal operational systems, so that if something were to happen to that system, we would know in advance that something is going to happen, is about to happen, so that we could proactively manage the situation. And those that data is in the systems we have today. It's in our incident management system, what we refer to usually as IT service management platforms. It's just there. I don't think IT organizations have done a good job at mining that data and running the analytics on it to predict how the system is going to behave and to avoid incidents or impact on customer service. In my previous organization, we moved everybody to Agile. It was not just an SDLC methodology that is different than Waterfall, but it was also a business management system where we got the business to also understand what it meant. It's not just for software, it's about making decisions quickly and focusing on the minimum viable product and delivering quickly, value quickly in the environment. And when you do this, you start having a better alignment of people's objectives, and you get to digitization much faster. In doing that, what happens is people adopt this approach, and then others can see what the adoption results in and see the result right there. Instead of having a 3-year project that is hundreds of millions of dollars of investment, you see smaller projects, smaller development efforts that actually translate into true value in the production, in the supporting operation of the organization. So other groups can actually see that and see that the output is much faster. I think it might be that sometimes we forget why is it that we're doing it. Where I think we all get excited, business, technologists the same, about new shiny objects, new ways of doing things, new technologies, and we hear about startups that become big and we want to kind of do the same thing. So we think more about the how, but we don't spend enough time about the why. Why is it that we're doing what we're trying to do? I think the digitization effort that I've been involved with that were successful was we started with a real problem at the beginning and we focused on resolving that problem. I think often people build platforms kind of hoping that they'll come. You know, that you build something, you hope they'll come and nobody comes. Well, was the platform really targeted at resolving someone's problem, someone's need? Earlier today here at the symposium, there was a person that was referring to a new music application they decided to develop on a flight that she was talking about. She was flying with the business partner, the two of them were talking about music, and they're like, well, it would be great to develop a music application. A little bit like Steve Jobs did with the iPod, right? They were developing it for themselves, and it just happened that it caught up. And now it's, I think she was saying it's the top one music platform in India. I think that worked because they had a clear sense of the why. They wanted to do it, and they did it. They were solving a very specific need that they were able to appreciate themselves. Very often organizations don't have that focus, that laser focus on it, and lose themselves in many different innovative activities that are quite interesting, but not producing business outcome.